Ah, the miracle of life. And by miracle, I mean the chaotic, frost-bitten lottery of existence. Behold, a rabbit enters the world. No trumpets, no fanfare, just a shivering bundle of vulnerability unceremoniously ejected into this delightful tundra. Nature's welcome mat, it seems, is a snowdrift. Lovely. Born naked, not metaphorically, quite literally naked. No fur, no defenses, just a hot pink bean with legs. What an auspicious beginning for a creature whose primary role in life is to avoid being eaten. Ah, the mother. Tirelessly devoted, working on pure instinct, because who has time for parenting manuals when the entire ecosystem wants your kids for lunch? She's cleaning them, a process that looks more like she's trying to erase them altogether. Efficiency. Thy name is Rabbit. And the home, if we're generous enough to call it that. A damp, cramped hole in the ground. No insulation, no heating, not even a welcome mat. But hey, it's rent-free. Of course, the world outside is a winter wonderland. By wonderland, I mean it's a constant threat of hypothermia and death by predation. And that's on a good day. Newborn rabbits don't know it yet, but their odds of survival make winning the lottery look like a casual Tuesday activity. Oh, look, a sneeze. Adorable. Also, a reminder that even the common cold is a potential nemesis. Yes, that's right. Life hasn't even started properly, and already the Grim Reaper is hovering nearby, holding a bingo card with their names on it. Ah, the welcoming committee, hawks, foxes, snakes, the trifecta of you're probably not gonna make it. Each one perfectly engineered to turn this fragile newcomer into a mid-morning snack. Who needs friends when you've got predators this motivated? And here's Mom, risking her life for a bite of grass. Because nothing says dedicated parent like the constant possibility of being hunted while grocery shopping. Yes, survival is a full-time job, and this is just the beginning. These tiny rabbit kits have no idea they've been drafted into a lifelong game of hide and seek, where losing isn't just embarrassing, it's fatal. But don't worry. If they can survive hypothermia, starvation, and an army of carnivores, they might just grow up to repeat this delightful cycle for the next generation. Inspirational, isn't it? And so, the rabbit's journey begins. A hero's tale? Not exactly. But hey, at least it'll be short. Ah, youth. The awkward middle phase of existence. Our tiny survivors are now sporting a fine layer of fluff. Progress. They've upgraded from vulnerable to slightly less vulnerable. The universe is shaking in its boots. Oh, look at that coordination. Watch out, Olympic gymnasts. There's a new contender in town. A noble attempt, little one. Just remember, every tumble brings you one step closer to evading predators. Probably. And there's the culinary exploration phase. The menu? Twigs, grass, and whatever vaguely edible thing happens to be within reach. The flavor profile is best described as desperate. Michelin stars? 0. Survival points? 1. Ah, their first venture outside. A moment of wonder. A moment of terror. Also known as lunch rush for every predator within a 10-mile radius. Look at them, gazing upon the vast, dangerous world. If only they knew it's basically a giant death trap with better lighting. Ah yes, paranoia, a rabbit's best friend. Was that a hawk? A fox? A particularly menacing blade of grass? Who cares? Retreat. Truly, the rabbit's survival instincts are unmatched in their drama and efficiency. And so the bravery builds, from cowering at dandelions to boldly chewing them. Step aside, lion cubs, this is the real king of the jungle, or at least the meadow. Ah, the classic scatter and hope strategy. Genius in its simplicity. Everyone run, and maybe the hawk's indecision will buy you an extra 3 seconds of life. Truly a tactical masterpiece. And there it is. A textbook example of survival by pure luck. A round of applause for the hawk, who really gave it their all. Better luck next time. Lesson learned. Never trust the open sky, or anything that moves, or anything that doesn't move but could. You know what? Just don't trust anything. Ever. And so, they've made it to adolescence. Congratulations, you scrappy survivors. You're now slightly larger, slightly fluffier, and just as edible as before. But hey, at least now you've mastered the fine art of being constantly terrified. A skill you'll need, for the rest of your very short lives. Stay tuned for the thrilling conclusion. Will they beat the odds? Spoiler alert, probably not. But hey, at least they tried. Sort of. And here we are. Adulthood. The final stage of this glorious, anxiety-riddled journey. What's changed? Well, they're bigger, they're faster, and they're still delicious. Congratulations on upgrading from snack size to entree. Ah, the adult rabbit's life. An endless game of eat or be eaten. Sure, they've learned a few tricks. The zigzag dash, the freeze and pretend to be a rock maneuver, and the classic sprint like your tail's on fire routine. But let's be honest, the strategy here is mostly just don't die. See that? Pure instinct. One moment, you're enjoying a nice meal of grass, and the next you're convinced the sky itself is trying to murder you. And you know what? It probably is. Oh, the drama. It's like living in an action movie that never ends. Except there's no director, no stunt doubles, and absolutely no chance of a happy ending. Every day is a death-defying performance, with Mother Nature as the harshest critic. But it's not all doom and gloom. Occasionally, there's time for some romance. And by romance, I mean a hasty sniff, a quick chase, and then back to running for your life. Love in the rabbit world is less rom-com and more high-speed pursuit. And just like that, it's back to the grind. You'd think by now they'd get a break, maybe a little vacation, but no. Life as a rabbit is the ultimate unpaid internship. All the work, none of the benefits. Ah, the burrow upgrade. Not much has changed since childhood, but hey, at least it's their own hole in the ground. Homeownership is overrated anyway. Who needs a mortgage when you've got constant existential dread? And so, the cycle continues. Grazing, hiding, running, and somehow, despite it all, surviving. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, but it's life. And let's face it, the rabbit's main accomplishment is simply not being dead yet. So here's to the rabbit, a creature of endless anxiety, questionable dietary choices, and unparalleled resilience. Life may not be kind, but at least it's consistent. And if nothing else, they've proven one thing. Sometimes, just surviving is the greatest achievement of all. Tune in next time for Life as a Goldfish, the Bowl of Broken Dreams. Spoiler alert, it's just as grim.